So today we're talking about the female marketing flow. Some of you guys might be wondering, what the heck is Katrina up to? And so some of you know that I have been marketing and in the digital marketing space for the last probably 10, almost 15 years now. If you guys have been looking, Facebook just celebrated its 20-year birthday. Yes, 20-year anniversary. It's been around that long. I was not on it until probably about 4 years later. My memories go back about 15, 16 years, so I know I'm not quite at that 20 mark. My OGs are out there, which I've asked a few of you are showing up, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to talk a little bit real quick about marketing flow for women. And one of the reasons I want to have this conversation with you and doing it a little bit early is I'm out running around town, but I don't want to not have this conversation. So one of the interesting things around being a female entrepreneur is that we wear many hats. First, we know this, right? If you guys have been watching any of my lives the last couple of days, I've talked about the female flow. I've talked about money. We've talked about, how branding looks different for women. And you might think to yourself, no, it doesn't, but it actually does. I think for a lot of women, we are swimming in the sea of water and we don't see the water for what it is and how toxic it is to us as we're building our business. So when we start shifting our perspective as women for how we're building our business, everything starts to change. And what do I mean by this? Well, I've watched digital marketing grow up for reals. I'm a massive observer. I love watching trends. I love seeing how things grow. And the three things I really want to let you to think about as you build your business as a female entrepreneur, because you're already building a business, because you're taking care of your family, because you have so many things you're already juggling on your plate, marketing should not be complicated. And unfortunately, their mentality around marketing is showing up every single day, being very consistent, a to-do list of activities, which is exhausting, right? I can tell you that right now. And because of that, I've had to look at what's a better way to teach marketing to women. Now, tactics are tactics. Every freaking platform has its own uniqueness. So what I'm about to say to you hopefully helps give you some peace of mind that this whole idea of omnipresence, while it works, it's not something you're going to do in the very beginning. Here's why. Women, we like to take care of our communities. When we're building on social media, if you build an audience and then neglect them and don't show up for them because you're so busy trying to be on every other platform, trying to take care of everybody, you will wipe yourself out. So, 3 things you need to know about your marketing. There are 3 modalities, right? The first thing that we learned about marketing was copyright. The printed word is very, very powerful. This is why most of us back in the early days had blogs, had websites, because we knew that at the end of the day, we buy on web pages. We actually are buying from the storefronts, and storefronts look like a page that actually sells a product or service. So websites became very, very important for us. Yes, we use our digital mobile. Yes, we can send each other Venmo, but there is a paper trail or a digital trail that we'd love to have as a business owner and as a buyer. Okay, this helps keep us out of legal problems. Let me just tell you. So websites were a really big thing and still are a very important piece of any business owners. Actually, right now, Google and most online media marketings are forcing us to verify our domains, actually have a digital business store for reasons of preventing scams, stop stealing from people. There's a lot of things around this. So the first thing you have to understand is the written word is really powerful. If you're someone that likes to write, then blogging might be really good for you. Writing articles might be really good for you. Stay in your genius for what you love to do automatically. The second modality for building your business is the radio. Radio was the next mode of operation for how we started to marketing. Remember jingles. Remember they were catchy tunes. Remember when we listened to things and we remember things because of how they were said to us. This is why McDonald's back in the late 80s, early 90s did their whole Big McDonald's menu thing. They knew if they got the jingle in your head, you were going to remember the whole menu. Auditory is super important. Well, auditory and radio has now turned into podcasting. Podcasting is one of the best ways. If you don't like your face on screen, but you want to have your voice heard, you can actually syndicate podcasts easier than really any other platform right now. So the voice, audio is super, super important. So if you like talking, learn how to set up your podcast. And if you have questions around how to do that, we also teach this element of marketing inside Truth Bomb Academy, because we know how important this marketing section is. So auditory is really, really important. Radio is super, super important. You are your own broadcast station. This is your business. Treat it as such, okay? The third thing is video. Everybody loves video. I do and I don't. I'm kind of I'm an oddball around this, to be honest. I like video for certain things, but what I'm really terrified of right now with video, and even audio a little bit, is that AI has been able to manipulate so many people's facial expressions, sounds, voices, and everything. We just had a friend of ours recently that had a whole bunch of accounts that were created under her name, and they AI'd her voice over a script and had her selling things that wasn't even her. It wasn't even physically her. So I love AI, and I think there's going to always be the underbelly that's going to totally use AI against us. So I'm always saying, like, if you're going to be real, right? Change your background, move around much so that AI has a harder time tracking you, but also make sure you're trusting and you're knowing where you're sending your money to. Again, that is why it's so important to have websites that are validated, getting on email lists, really trusting the process, because there are too many scammers out there that are too easily just having you Venmo them money or send them money without a paper or a digital trail to keep you safe, okay? Marketing has evolved. It's actually becoming easier because of AI. Writing copy is becoming easier. Putting funnels together is becoming easier. Sending out emails is becoming easier. There's so many easier things about this, but for women in business, it's really about keeping it simple, okay? We don't need to confuse this. We need to find one modality, one platform that serves that modality, and get really good at all the intricacies of that platform. That is where you're going to go heads and tails above everybody else. That's how you're going to build faster. That's how you're going to see more results. That's how you're going to generate more leads. That's how you're going to have community, because women, we can't split our attention amongst all these social media platforms. It's literally burning us out. Once you master your income, once you get that money in, like we talked about yesterday in the money conversation with Heidi, then look at hiring people that specialize in those modalities on those social media platforms to help you build that business, because each platform now really is asking for their own specific brand and nuance for how you're building over there. They reward those that use the whole platform, not just as a place to repost. I'm telling you right now, this is good stuff. So we have a really special offer coming up right now. We have opened up the doors for the Truth Bomb Academy, specifically Unlocking My Millions. This is a 90-day scale your business course designed exclusively for women. We are taking women through the process of understanding their cycle, how to build marketing that fits into their natural rhythm and flow, how to prevent burnout, and how to make sure we are setting you up for financial success. This is super, super important. So with that, I look forward to seeing you inside Truth Bomb Academy. You can head over to truthbombmarketing.com. Click on that Get Started button. You're going to learn more about the Unlocking My Millions. But this is truly our way of saying, women, it's time to take back control of your business and not be at the effect of your business. I love you all. Thanks for joining me for this quick marketing tip and update. And I'll see you, hopefully, inside the Academy. Bye, everyone.